Welcome into a new BuffStampede Radio. Adam Munsterteiger, the publisher of BuffStampede.com. Have a special guest on the show today, Coach Carl Reed, part of the 247Sports Network. Carl, it's great to catch up with you. I know you were recently in Colorado, so I'm looking forward to getting kind of your main takeaways.
You know, my main takeaway is that the team obviously is much improved from a year ago. The culture is great. The coaches are doing a great job. The energy is high. And, you know, being around practice, being around the facility, the players are really locked in week to week on what they have to do, and most importantly, day to day. And when you think about it, after they became bowl eligible, and it was a celebration, of course, the thoughts immediately went to, what do we have to do next to win the next game? So they're not satisfied with just going to a bowl game. They have bigger goals in front of them.
Yeah, I think you've been out to Colorado. Is it about 4 times now since Coach Prime took over?
Yeah, about 4 or 5.
And those have been kind of spaced out over time. What's that been like each time you come back and maybe seeing kind of the evolution of just the development of this program?
Each time I come back, it's different than it was the last time. He's always moving the program forward. It's always a better situation than what it was before, and he's always going to do what it takes to make them better.
What you talked a little bit about the fact that they clinched bowl eligibility, but there wasn't this feeling like they've arrived or reached their goal. What is your sense for this program in terms of what they feel like they can accomplish this final month of the season and going into December?
Well, you gotta if you're a football guy, man, you gotta take a 1 week at a time approach. The goal is to go 1-0 this week. It's not to look ahead. You don't want to start talking about the Big 12 championship or the playoffs. You don't want to think about that, because you can't play the Big 12 championship until the week of the Big 12 championship. You have to take care of the business that you need to take care of. So you need to have a great Wednesday practice. You need to be prepared to play Saturday against Texas Tech. And that's where the energy is right now.
It seems like this program has gotten full buy-in now. And I don't know, in 1 year, without having to weed out, some guys, you can get to where they are now. Is that something that's evident when you're around this program, just in terms of guys really seeing the trust in their coaches pay off with success?
Well, guys, in this day and age, players and coaches have so many distractions. You have so many people with opinions. Whether it's your family, your friends, other colleagues, whether it's, some people are addicted to listening to everything they see and read on social media and within the media. It's hard to get a group of guys to really focus in and buy in, and that's players and coaches. But when you can do it, it's special.
You've had a chance to watch Travis Hunter many times now in person. If he stays healthy these next 4 weeks, he's got to be the Heisman Trophy winner, right?
I mean, I'm going to tell you what, it would be tough to argue against him because of the impact that he has. And when you're down there really watching him play, it's unbelievable to know that he can play at that high of a level on both sides. And this guy never gets tired. He wants to be in there every snap. He wants the ball. He wants to guard the number 1 guy on the other team. What he's doing is something we obviously have never seen before, but it's awfully impressive to see it in person.
Have you ever seen a better player in person?
Man, I've seen a lot of great players, man. I go way back. So I try not to compare eras too much because I've seen some great ones, but he's right up there with the best that I've ever seen.
And in terms of the coordinators really having success at Colorado this year, I'm curious what your thoughts have been when you've kind of seen both Robert Livingston run this defense and Pat Shurmur run this offense versus what you saw when you came out to Boulder last year.
Well, I'm not surprised at all with Pat, because Pat is the consummate professional. He's been around the game and in the league a long time, and he brought, some NFL concepts, and most importantly, improved the pass protection and the run blocking with the offensive line. That was a major emphasis for both him and Coach Field coming in there, improving the line play. When you think about Rob Livingston, Coach Prime, when he was picking a new D coordinator, he wanted a guy that was going to come in with an NFL pedigree and an NFL background. And Rob was the most prepared guy in the interview process. He came in with a plan. He showed Coach Prime and the staff how he was going to execute it, the responsibilities for every position coach, for every analyst. He had it laid out. He had his drills laid out, and everything that he showed throughout that interview process has translated to the way the defense has improved this year.
When you've gotten out to Boulder, have you gotten a chance to venture outside the Champion Center yet?
Well, yeah, I've been all over Boulder, man. I've got to see a lot of Boulder during my time there.
Any favorite spots?
No, man, I'm a try. I try to keep everything low key, man. We can't give anybody advertising, unless
Sure, sure.
unless they gonna sponsor your show, my brother. Then we can show them some love.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Changing gears a little bit here, you led Lutheran North to a state championship in 2019. Obviously, you reached the ultimate goal that season. What if you were kind of leading a huddle at Colorado right now, and they're going into this very pivotal month of November? What needs to come together for this team for them to make this a special magical month for the program?
Stay focused on what has to happen today. That's really the only thing when you chasing championships. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about something that happened yesterday. Do your job today. Everybody needs to win today, do their job, be locked in. That's players, that's coaches, that's secretaries, that's anybody that is in alignment with the football program and has any type of responsibility. The key to it is making sure everybody's focused on being the best they can be on that particular day.
Great stuff. That is Coach Carl Reed. I appreciate you for taking some time out of your schedule to join the show.
Man, it's always great having you, man. You do an excellent job, and you're one of the best guys out there, man, in the network. So it's always a joy to come be with you.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate everybody out there for tuning in.